You were an asylum officer during Trump's time, right?
Yeah.
President Trump's administration. I was going to say, have you noticed any changes? But you're right in the thick of it. You saw how tough it was. Um, what kind of advice do you have with right now? And we're in this weird period right now where things are switching up. Is there any word of things internally asylum being changed? I mean, I think the courts, the changes that President Trump wanted to make are undone now. To a certain extent for asylum, but not all of them. Well, what's the current state of affairs, if anything, can help with colleagues that do these?
They're kind of in process of being undone. So some of probably the main things that are going to change in asylum will be things that affect people who are applying at the border, who are like either coming to a checkpoint and actually saying, "Hey, I want asylum," or who have crossed and then get picked up and ask for asylum. Those will probably be some of those changes that will basically make it easier for those people to do that and to actually get put into a real process where they actually have to have their case heard. That's probably the biggest change that's going to happen the soonest. In terms of sort of bigger picture things, in terms of like the substance of how the government treats asylum law and interprets the law, there could be a few big changes. And President Biden announced that they're going to do like a review or a study of a couple of big questions that have to do with things that Trump changed through Attorney General opinions that made it a lot harder for a lot of people to get asylum. So I'm not holding my breath that that's going to happen really soon, but hopefully eventually it will.
You're probably getting the phone calls too of people saying, what's Biden's new rule? How does it help me in my asylum case? I have comments on my YouTube page, but you telling people there's no real changes practically for someone in the United States. As you said, MPP and border stuff, they're trying to fix those up in some certain ways. And some of the travel bans are gone, but practically the embassies aren't scheduling. So it's not much change, but it's, it seems like it's been a generation that's passed, but it's only been like a month and a half since the President Trump's been gone. We haven't been hearing his name every day in the news, maybe every other day, but it takes a while to go back to normalcy and to get things back to normal. Who knows if it ever will get back to normal.